Welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 3. We have just finished talking to Ava, and Snake is finally back up to fighting form. He has gotten all of his equipment back, and we have our mission, and it is clear. We need to destroy the Shagohod. A guy like Vulcan just cannot have this type of equipment. Okay, now that we've gotten our good stuff, we can go and get rid of the fork and the gas spray and the single action army and pull out some real weapons. You also don't need to be carrying around instant noodles like that. Also note that in the event that you had any food in your inventory beforehand, not talking about like noodles or anything like that, but like if you had a bat or a snake or something like that, you'll find the food was missing. And if you question Eva about it, which I did not during this playthrough, she'll say that Ocelot had eaten all of the food. And the reason why is because he just wanted to eat the same food that Snake was. I guess because he wanted to understand Snake or something like that. Okay, we're going to be going back in the Groznygrad. We're going to back into the factory where the Shagohod is being held. Picking up some new food because all of our food's missing. Don't really have to worry about alerting any enemies right now. There are no enemies to alert. This is a really expensive way of killing pests, isn't it? Shooting a rat. Remember, these glow cap mushrooms will restore your battery, your accessory, so it's nice to have with you. Now that we're going into a more populated area, put the silencer back on the pistol. Okay, we've come up on a different part of the area that we were in than we were in before. This is where the tanks are. Oh, jeez. Oh, thanks a lot. Not like we were planning on going back in there anyway, but still. It's nice to have the option. Alright, let's do this. Okay, sneaking around in this area, we're pretty much going to do the same stuff that we did while we were coming through here before, the first time. The only difference is there will be a few new enemies, and it'll be easier for them to spot you. But it's also a period in the game where having the free roaming camera that the subsistence version of the game allows, like this right here, is of enormous benefit. I can see those guys from over there. In the original version of the game, you couldn't because, well, I mean, you had the 3/4 overhead camera and it was kind of cropped in close. You couldn't really see what was going on around you. So you had to jump in and out of first-person view a lot. It was a pain in the butt. And it was a good thing that they had this version. Now I'm actually switching to the overhead view because it makes it easier to see. It's something I'm just going to switch back and forth between a bunch of times. Okay. Where is our destination? when you're in the overhead view, if you push the right stick in any direction, it'll move the camera off in that way to help you see that direction.
Must be seeing things.
Yeah, you must be seeing things. There's nothing here.
Something there?
Ah, son of a bitch. We're gonna have to do something about you.
Who was that?
Okay, he's coming over. We gotta kill him. One shot and he's down. We're killing him now instead of tranquilizing him because, well, we've already been past the sorrow and there's no point in not killing people anymore. New suppressor. Uh-oh.
Huh?
Okay, that didn't work out. Let's get out of here. We're so close. Don't have this blow up on us now. I've got the sniper rifle, but I can't really use that because it doesn't have a suppressor on it, and it's going to be loud. Everyone's going to hear it. But let's try that. Try it anyway. Oh, there's a few of them. Headshot. Gotta get this guy real quick before he does. Oh shit! Oh damn. How did that guy not die? Okay, let's get down to business. Although I have been, even though I recorded this gameplay footage before I am recording the commentary, so you'd think I would know what I had done before I did it, I'll have to note that I recorded this gameplay footage about 3 or 4 months before I'm recording the audio for it. That's kind of a long time. I recorded most of the gameplay all in about 2 or 3 sittings, and I'm still trying to produce the commentary portions of it up until the end. What I originally wanted to do was go in. Oh shit! Damn. Bloodbath. I wanted to go and record the commentary as I was playing the game, sort of like what I did with the first Metal Gear Solid game. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that well because I couldn't get the emulator to run this game quite properly. It would slow down a lot, and it was too dependent on the analog controls, which don't really work that well in an emulated game. So I sort of played this game on a PlayStation 2, piping it into the PC, which recorded the video. I put the officer uniform on, completely forgetting that you can't use any weapons while using the officer uniform, so you gotta... Doesn't make any sense, but you gotta go and CQC everything. There's a library we couldn't go into before. Anything here? A book? Kind of figured that. These damn scientists. I have to do something about you, fool. You're probably the one that set the alarm off. Anyway, it doesn't matter if we're being chased, let's just move on. I'm out of here! Alright, you know what? We can hide in here. One of the things I liked about this game was it's ever so slightly, at least, more realistic than Metal Gear Solid 2 was. The story was easier to comprehend and all that, but One of the things that I think was a little more important about that was how it tied a little bit better into the Cold War theme that existed back in the middle of the century, as opposed to the sort of weird cyber advanced warfare stuff that we had seen in Metal Gear Solid 2. For example, this whole Soviet Union has nukes. We don't want them to have first strike capability. All that. That's something that was really an issue back then, especially in the 60s.
I see you've managed to sneak into the hangar.
Yeah, the Shagohod's in here.
The completed Phase 2 Shagohod represents a grave threat to the West. We can't allow it to be mass-produced. You've got to destroy it.
Eva's got the data on the Shagohod. Do you think that's safe?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say it's safe, but Khrushchev is a shrewd leader. I can't imagine he'd use it for anything other than deterrence. Volgin, however, is a different story. He's planning to use the Shagohod to turn the Cold War into a blazing hot one. We can't let him have it.
Agreed.
That leaves just one more mission for you to carry out.
The boss.
Exactly. For now, just focus on destroying the Shagohod.
Yes, sir.
I'll let Sigint fill you in on how to destroy it.
Yo, like Eva was saying, if you're looking to blow the whole place sky high, the best way is to take out those liquid fuel tanks with the C3. You know there's 4 tanks in there, right? You have to put C3 on all 4 of them. To plant a C3 charge, all you gotta do is equip the C3 and press the weapon button while standing in front of a tank.
Just like TNT.
But make sure you don't plant it in the wrong place. You barely got enough C3 as it is, right?
Good point. I'll make sure not to plant it anywhere else.
Good, man. And be careful. Liquid fuel has a nasty habit of going off at the slightest shock. So don't go using any heavy firepower near the tanks unless you're aiming to get yourself barbecued.
I'll keep that in mind.
The C3 charges all have to go off at once if you want to bring down the hangar in one fell swoop. So if I were you, I'd wait until after you plant the last charge to start the timer mechanism.
All right. I'll make sure I finish planting all 4 charges before I start the timer.
Once the timer's set, you've got 20 minutes until it explodes, right? So make sure you get your ass out of that place by then. I think that's about all I've got. The rest is up to you. Good luck, pal.
We're counting on you, Snake.
Also sort of introduces the concept that Snake might fail up to a certain degree. Because one of the issues that this was about was because Volgin was working with people like Leonid Brezhnev, attempting to overthrow Nikita Khrushchev in the Soviet Union. Now, you can say what you will about Nikita Khrushchev, and he was kind of a psycho and a very bad man, but he had an effect of sort of, after the Cuban Missile Crisis anyway, had an effect of easing tensions between the Soviet Union and the West, and he was eventually overthrown. But that's one of the aspects of this game which sort of ties into reality, because guys like Leonid Brezhnev were working with Volgin in the storyline, trying to overthrow Khrushchev. So it's like, holy crap, maybe Snake didn't just run in there, be a complete badass, and just save the friggin' day, because, well, history will tell us that Khrushchev was replaced. Kill that son of a bitch. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, what we're gonna do in here is we gotta go and destroy the Shagohod, but the Shagohod's armor itself is just too powerful. We can't blow the thing up, and if you blow it up a little bit, then there's a good chance that they're going to be able to repair it or rebuild it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go those fuel tanks down there. I just had the scope focused on one of them. We have to go and blow one of those up, or we have to blow up 4 of those. Jesus, a bloodbath. And how are we going to do that? Well, we have C3. The C3 sounds familiar. Well, a lot of people have heard of C4. It means composition 3, and it was the kind of the 3rd version of the stuff that the United States had made. It's a plastic explosive which is kind of a dough-like stuff that you can go and shape into different forms. It's it's high explosive, but it's also good with it can't accidentally be set off. I mean, you can set the stuff on fire and it won't blow up. C3, on the other hand, while I'm not quite sure if that was as stable, they replaced it for a reason. Okay, well, you just gotta go and pull out your C4 and stick it on the fuel tank. Or the C3, my bad. Oh, there's another fuel tank right over here. This one's a little far away from the Shagohod. I'm not sure what they're gonna hope with that happens.
I finished planting the bomb on the rail bridge. If we get rid of the bridge, the enemy won't be able to follow us. That should at least buy us some time. I've also set up the escape route. How are things going on your end?
I just finished planting the second charge. Give me a little more time.
Okay. I'll be waiting for you at the bridge.
Okay, the plan is that we blow the hangar, destroys the Shagohod, then they hightail their asses over a rail bridge. And once they've crossed it, they destroy it to prevent any pursuit. So Eva's planted the bomb on the rail bridge. Now we just need to go and kill that sumbitch. There we go. All we need to do is finish up arming our explosives and we are good to go. Now these will be armed on a timer as opposed to like a handheld detonator, which we would have used in Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear Solid 2, so we don't really have to worry about setting the bombs off on our own. Of course, you don't want to hang around in the building too long, because bad shit's gonna happen. There we go. Oh shit, no. Just get up there and kill the dude. Dude can take a lot of shots before he goes down. He's gonna try and fight it out. He's not calling for backup. Bitch. Why don't these guys just... Why are there so many of them?
Who's that?
When taking chances that... Oh, shit. He's not dead. How many shots did I empty into him? Okay, there we go. Now he's dead. Shagohod is kind of a weird looking thing. Doesn't really look like a Metal Gear that we're kind of used to. It's just more of a tank-looking thing. And I guess that was sort of alluded to by Granin a while back. That's more of a tank than his idea for a Metal Gear. Okay, that's the last bomb.
Got you this time. Major, I finished planting the C3. I'm on my way out now.
Hurry, Snake. Is Eva taking care of the escape route?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
she can handle it.
All right then, well hurry up and get out of there.
Snake!
Why'd you come back?